God knows you're craving someone. Maybe that's you right now, where you're just asking God, like, I'm going through it. I'm trying, Lord, but I need a relationship. You want someone to hold your hand, go on late night car rides where there's no destination, someone to care for, someone to be intimate with, someone to take to church events or tell your friends and family about that you get excited. You're like, hey, have you heard about her? Have you heard about him? Trust me, friends, I know the feeling, but I want to reassure you that God has a plan for you, and the actual independence, isolation, and loneliness you feel, it truly has a purpose. Because truly, friends, you deserve genuine love from a partner, and the good news is you will get that. Even better news is that God will provide it to you as long as you stop chasing and thinking that you know more than Him. Trust me, friends, I'm coming from a perspective of going through this myself. This is not to shame any of you. I know it's hard seeing others in relationships and you feel like that period of waiting is isolating and it comes with a bit of suffering. But friends, God showcases how suffering is always magnified for his greater purpose. It's magnified even more so in Romans chapter 8 verse 18 where it states, "For I consider that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us." I want you to think about that for a second. This lonely chapter is just a chapter, it's not the entire book. Because the glory that's going to be revealed in your future relationship is far more than you can even imagine. Your future wife or husband is a divine gift from God, and the more we try to combat it and make things work for the sake of filling a void in your heart, just know when God presents that opportunity for you, that woman of your dreams, that man of your dreams, it'll be far more worth the wait when you continue and trust in God. It's going to be so incredible when you're actually in that relationship and you're like, yeah, that was worth the wait. Because think of it like this. Imagine God told you right now that your future person, the person God created for you, is 3, 5, or even 10 years away. Would you wait or would you still be eager to rush into the relationship that you know you're just trying to fill a void? You know that you don't really like the person. You know you just, tolerate the person. You're able to be like, all right, this is just, someone I get along with, but I don't truly love. That's the sort of things where you have to come to understand that when you had that opportunity of thinking, man, if God presented me them in 2, 3, 5 years, it'd be more than worth the wait. I'd be willing to go through it again. But we're so quick to try and fast track things in our own lives because we think we have it all under control. Like I said, friends, I'm speaking on this from an experience. So it comes with the understanding of staying grounded, trusting God's plan, and truly acknowledging that when your future wife or husband is presented to you, it will be worth the wait. Not only will it be worth the wait, it will be more than you prayed for. God will present that God-fearing woman or that God-fearing man into your life, and you're just thanking God like, this is actually all I needed. And all I had to do was just wait. All I had to do was continue trusting in you because you always come through when I need it most. That's the sort of understanding that we need to have, friends, because it comes down to our trust. Do we trust ourselves more and how we perceive what's best for ourselves, or do we trust God? If I went on and thinking in life, I know what's best for me, then you can only do so much without actually taking in the consideration of others, taking in the consideration of God. You can't listen to your thoughts. You contradict yourself every time. You make a decision to do one thing and you flip it within 10 minutes just from the output of others. You cannot trust yourself, but you can trust God. God will not change for tomorrow. He will not change within the next 10 years, and he hasn't changed ever since you began to trust him. Because I know relying on ourselves, we be self-sabotaging ourselves all the time. Sometimes we be thinking, why wait? But then at other times, we force relationships that God hasn't approved. And then we're left feeling unfulfilled and wondering why that relationship didn't work out. Because we're trusting our own thoughts. And buddy, I don't know about you guys, but for me, I cannot trust myself. That's why I have to rely on God, and you guys should too. If you begin to trust yourself, you contradict yourself all the time. You doubt yourself. You don't even know how you're going to act after watching this video. You don't even know what you have planned next. How are you going to trust yourself with your future relationship as opposed to putting it in the hands of the creator? Make it make sense. Friends, we can't confuse attraction and infatuation with love. God is love, so first seeking a relationship with Him allows us to truly understand what it means to find love for ourselves. 1 Corinthians chapter 13 verse 4 says, love is patient. True love requires patience, and although this is cliche, you guys probably heard the saying, but the best things in life is worth waiting for. Your partner, your best friend, the mother or father of your children will definitely be worth waiting for. So friends, truly trust God. Trust God not only in the sense of His relationship, but trust that He's working within you, friends. God is molding you as we speak. You have to understand that you want to be the right person at the right time when your spouse is presented to you. Because think of it like this, if you were in the opposite perspective, would you marry yourself? Think about it. Would you want to be the right man, the right woman, have a developed relationship with God, be where you want to be mentally, physically, financially, at the right time to be able to best cater towards your spouse? Think of it from their perspective too. If they're praying for a godly man, a God-fearing woman, they are presented with it being you, and you're currently not in the position because God is working through you. You have to trust that the time will be right when you're actually presented with the opportunity. You can't think because you're rushing into things now. You have to let God work in through you. You have to let Him cook for a little bit. If you're trying to rush things when you're not ready, you're doing more harm to yourself and your future relationship when you actually get your significant other. But the key and the foundational step is to seek the Lord first. Matthew chapter 6 verse 33 tells us, seek first the kingdom of God and His righteousness, and all these things will be added on to you. When you seek the Lord first, be trustworthy in the fact that He will present a God-fearing woman or God-fearing man when the opportunity presents itself. So for craving a relationship, crave one with Jesus, and it'll transform you to be presented with a man or woman that's worth waiting for. So friends, I thank you so much for watching this video. If it resonated with you, please leave a like and subscribe. Thank you always, and God bless.